Hi everyone, welcome back. So every Sunday I'm planning to release a mini project idea for Business Central in order to learn. This is from like beginner level to advanced level. You can even get some idea. You can even share your ideas here. So initially I'll be sharing only the ideas, whatever the mini project you can try. Moving forward, I'll also share the code, like how we can implement it based on my experience and based on my knowledge in Business Central. So today we are going to talk about the second mini project. In the previous video, you can see the first mini project, that is the last week video, and here I'm going to talk about the second mini project. Okay, so this mini project is based on the sales order processing. So what exactly we are going to do with the sales order processing? So first, let us understand what is the sales order processing here, and then we will understand what we are going to do with this sales order processing. Okay, that is the objective, complete objective of that. And also we will look into like various aspects of what are the objects we can create. Okay, and what are all the possible fields which we can add, and everything here. So basically, the sales order processing is the process of receiving and fulfilling customer orders for goods or services. So this process typically involves several steps, including order entity entry, inventory management, shipping and delivery, and invoicing. You can add, if you wanted to add more thing, like if you wanted to add some more process to it, you can do that. Sales order processing systems are designed to automate and streamline these steps, allowing business to manage their sales operations more efficiently and effectively. So, in Business Central, sales order processing can be managed through the use of various objects, including table, pages, coordinates, reports, queries, etc. So, these objects can be customized and configured to meet the specific needs of the business, such as managing customer information, tracking inventory levels, and generating sales report. So any project, what are the project we are doing, we have a specific guidelines. Okay, so I'm going to tell what are the guidelines which I'm going to follow for this particular sales order processing. So the very first one is the defining the project objectives. So what is the defining the project objectives? We have to determine the goals and outcomes of the project, such as improving sales forecasting, streamlining order processing, or reducing inventory cost. So this will be the objective of my project. Okay, and the second one is what identify data requirements. So what are the data which I want? Okay, identifying the data requirements. So determine the types of data that will require to achieve the project objectives, such as customer data, order data, inventory data. So what are the data which we have to use? Now create necessary tables. So we have to create the necessary tables. So I'll be telling you what are the tables which we can create for this particular project. And also I will show you all the table names. Okay, like what are the table which I plan to create for this. If you have any other thing, you can add it as well. This third, next one is fourth one is develop user friendly pages. So table, we will also discuss what is table. Okay, also what is a page. Anyhow, the page is as an interface where the user can interact. Okay, so we have to develop a user friendly pages. It's not a simple page, it should be a user friendly pages. So develop pages that allow users to view and interact with the stored data stored in the tables. Like we may need the pages to view order information, update inventory levels, or manage customer data. And the fifth point is what the implement business logic. So you have to know what are the business logic we have to write. So those business logic you have to write it in the code unit or in the procedure. So why you wanted to write it in the code unit or the procedure? Because if you want to change, if you are supposed to change it often, or if you want to use that particular logic in many modules or many objects, then that is to be written in code unit or in procedure, so that you can instead of writing multiple times, you can just call it and make use of it. So this code units and procedures are like how we use in other programming languages to implement necessary business logic to achieve the project objective. For example, you may need to implement automatic order routing, like dynamic pricing calculation, or sales forecasting algorithms. We can use it. And the sixth one is implement validations. So you can implement necessary validation to ensure data integrity and accuracy. For example, you may need to validate order quantities, you may need to validate a customer credit limits or inventory availability. So I'm telling only few examples. So if you want to add more, you can do it. And the seventh one is develop reports. So you have to develop the reports. You have to think about what are the reports you wanted to develop. So reports provide useful insight and analysis based on the data stored in the tables. For example, you may need reports that show sales trends, inventory levels, or customer purchase histories. And the eighth step is what implement queries. You have to implement the queries to extract data from tables and other objects in business central. Queries can be used to filter and sort data in various ways and can be saved in and reused whenever it is required. And ninth is the test and refine. This is not the final stage actually. The final stage will be roll out and train. But since we are doing the mini project, so we have to check whether it is working fine or not. So that is why I have added only test and refine. So test the project thoroughly to ensure that it meets the project objective and functions as intended. So refine the project as necessary based on testing feedback and user feedback. So that is what the test and refine. So your project, whatever the project, this is not only relevant to the sales order processing. So I am just relating with the sales order. Whatever the project you are doing, that should have all these guidelines. Okay, you have to do all these things before you develop any project. So the objective of this project, okay, this project's main objective is to create a complete sales order processing system that can handle sales order, customer information, and inventory management. So which allows and enter the managed sales orders for the product. We can track each status of each order and generate reports for analyzing and forecasting. So this is what the complete idea behind this. Okay, so we are going to create in this mini project. You will be creating these objects. Okay, the main if you want to add more, you can do it. Okay, I'll be creating a table, a page, a coordinate, query, and report. Okay, so in this video I'll be giving only the complete idea, and further, like, um, after discussing various ideas on mini project, we will just proceed with writing the codes as well. Okay, so you can create a table page. These two are necessary, compulsory. Okay, other than that, coordinate, you can write the business logic in the coordinate. Even you can write that logic inside the page, but that is not advisable. You have to write it in the coordinate. And query and report is not mandatory, but it should be there in almost all the projects. Okay, so table, what are the tables which we are going to create? Before that, let us understand. If you are newbie to business central, you should know what is table. A table is a database that stores data in business central. Okay, this is just to store data, whatever you enter, then this will not be visible to you. Like with this, is not a user interface. Okay, tables can be used to store and manage a wide range of data, including customer information, sales data, inventory data, and more. So what are the table which you can create is what sales order table. In that sales order table, these are all the fields which you can create. Okay, these are the sample fields. Okay, you can create anything if you want to. If you want to add more, you can create it. And sales order line table, order number, line number, item number, quantity, price, total amount. Customer table, these are the fields. Item table, these are the fields. And salesperson or purchaser table, code, name, contact information, dimension, value table. So these are all the fields which you can add it for the table. Next one is the page. I have already released a detailed information about how to video about how to create a table, what are the keys, and what are the important factors which you should know when creating a table in a separate video. I'm also adding that you can see the complete playlist here. If you want to learn, please go and learn. And next one is the page. A page is a user interface object that allows user to interact with the data stored in the table. So if you want to store any data, or even if you want to view the data already stored, you can just go ahead and see the page. Okay, so the pages can be used to display and edit and in a user friendly way with various fields. You can create a filter, add actions available to the users, and many things. And these are all the sample pages which you can create. Okay, like a sales order page, inventory adjustment page, item list page, sales order confirmation page. So this will be the like a confirmation page, sales order analysis page, sales order status page, sales order posting page. If you want to add more, please add more. If you want to reduce, so if you feel like you want only few pages to add, you can just uh, reduce the pages and keep it whatever you want. The next one is a query. A query is a tool to extract data from tables and other objects in the business central. So with queries we can filter and sort in a various ways, and you can even save and reuse the query as needed. Okay, so query is in separate object. You can create a sales order header query. Okay, if you want to just retrieve the few records based on any specific terms, and sales order line query, sales order tracking query, sales order summary query, sales order invoice query. And the next one is a code unit. So code unit is a collection of code that can be used to perform a specific task or a set of tasks. Usually we will write the business logic in the code unit, wherever if you want to reuse it many times or multiple times, or even if you have more changes to that particular logic, then you will be creating a separate code unit. As of now I have added only one code unit. If you wanted to add more, please do it. And the reports, a report is a document that represents data in a structured format. So reports can be used to summarize and analyze data in a various way. So you can create a report either in a word for layout, excel layout, or rdl. As of now only these three layouts are allowed in business central. Maybe in future you can do more, but as of now we can create it. So even if you wanted to know more about the reports, I have added more videos. I have uploaded more videos on reports. Please go and check that and learn how to create all the layouts, all type of layouts. And this is sales order list report, sales order detailed report, and sales analysis report. And what are the validations you can do? You can validate the customer has sufficient credit limit to place the order. Okay, this is important in any sales order processing. You have to validate that the requested quantity of items is available in the inventory. You can validate the sales order header and line information is complete and accurate. Okay, so this is the overview, and you can comment your queries. If you wanted to add more, please comment your queries. If you wanted to reduce, please comment whatever you know. And this your comments, okay, that will be definitely useful for many newbies, or many, even that will be very useful for me, because eh, as as of my understanding I am also in a learning phase. Okay, so please leave your comments, and also leave your hacks, tips and tricks in order to do the project in a better way. Okay, um thank you, take care, bye bye.